Hey everybody, Rob from Karma Comma Chameleon coming at you with a selection of choosing beggar stories. Let's jump right in. Don't want the hoodie I gave you? Okay, let's break up. I'm going to try and keep this short as my spelling is horrible and I'm on mobile. This happened my freshman year of high school and I started to develop a taste for the clothing brand Supreme. My family is not well off, but I would save up over birthdays and doing yard work to get this clothing, as it was what I liked and kept me out of trouble. At the same time, I was dating this girl who called me one morning, and it went something like this. Hey, I don't have a coat, can you bring me a hoodie? This was dead winter in Maine, and she was wearing just a t-shirt. So I respond with yeah, and grab a hoodie I had near me, which happened to be a white Nike hoodie, and head off to school. I get to school, hoodie in hand, and go and give it to her, and she just looks at me and says, "Hey, what is this?" I respond to her, "It's a hoodie you asked for." Then I shit you not, she starts crying, and through sobs, I can make out, "I wanted a Supreme hoodie." For some context, my parents are divorced, and I have it set up there's 2 hoodies at each house at least at all times, so I don't have a Supreme one as I only own 4 hoodies, 3 Supreme and 1 Nike. I ended up telling her, "Hey, stop crying, I only had this one available." She then gets up and pushes me, throwing the hoodie and shoving me out of the way, which was weird as she was a little girl and I'm a big absolute unit of fat. Later that day, she texted me asking for the Supreme hoodie and I'm already mad, so I just tell her straight up, "No, you had your chance," because I was angry. She then starts insulting me, calling me autistic. I have a mild form of autism, I won't go into it. I just lack empathy. Look up Asperger's if you want to know more. She says, "You're only doing this because you're autistic," and that really pissed me off. So I ended the relationship right then and there. Finally, this girl hits me up at the end of the day, saying she's sorry and she missed me. At this point, I'm done and tell her to fuck off, as she knew about my disability and used it against me. I also had some other reasons to break up with her, but I won't go into personal stuff. Only $5? Oh, sorry, my mistake. This happened earlier today. I had dropped my daughter off at an event and had about 90 minutes to kill, so I decided to head one town over to pick up a few geocaches that had been taunting me. After my second cache hunt, I parked across the street from a little bodega to see where I should try my luck next. As I'm going through the nearby geocaches on my phone, I noticed a man begging for money from passersby outside of the bodega. I found a likely cache and then decided to buy a bottle of water at the bodega. Sidebar, I drive a 2010 Chrysler 300C all-wheel drive. I inherited the car from my mother when she passed away in December 2017. It's not the type of car that I would buy for myself, but it runs well and I have few complaints about it, so I drive it. I left my car, crossed the street, and sure enough, the guy asked me for some money for some food. I was feeling generous and it was a nice day, so I reached into my wallet and handed him a $5 bill. Given the neighborhood, the odds were good that he'd use it for drugs, but whatever. I went inside, bought my water, and left. As I walked out, the man stopped me. "Hey brother, you got anything else for me?" "Excuse me? I mean, you must have lots of money driving that big car of yours." "Didn't I just give you $5? "Yeah man, but that's chump change. I bet you got plenty more on you right now." Casually takes a step back. "So you'd rather have something other than the $5 I gave you?" "Yeah, how about it?" Smiling, "Sure thing." Pulls out wallet. "Where's that 5 I gave you?" Hands me back the $5 bill. Takes the bill. "I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so sorry." Puts $5 bill back into wallet, pockets wallet. "Have a great day." And with that, I turned and went back to my car. I was about halfway across the street when the guy started yelling at me. I turned and waved, more to make sure he wasn't chasing after me than to goad him on, but he just stood there yelling racist comments at me. By the time I got in my car and pulled away, he was standing on the street cursing me out. I waved and left. Buyer demands a $5,000 discount on my motorcycle and then calls me a scammer when I fail to oblige. This story in no way competes with some of the others on these forums, but I thought I would post anyway. Last year, I found a 2007 Big Dog K9 for sale for $11,000. I offered the dealership, consignment sale FYI, $10,000 cash, knowing that once I got bored with it, I could probably pawn it for 12 to 14 around Philly. They accepted. Wrote it summer of 18, shoot forward to last month when I list it for sale, and I receive a phone call from a gentleman who seemed to know very specific details about this bike. Did you buy this bike from so-and-so dealership, from that guy so-and-so? Yes, I did. How much did you pay? Not really sure that's relevant. I'm asking $14,000, but there's some wiggle room for a cash deal. They were going to sell it to me for $9,000. I was skeptical about the title, so I was researching when you bought it instead. Do you know for sure the title is good? The title is clear. It's in my hand right now, and, well, like I said, they were going to sell it to me for $9,000. You have it advertised for $14,000, but I was supposed to buy it for $9,000, and they accepted my offer until I backed out because I got worried the title might be bad. $9,000, not $14,000. You should have bought it when you had the chance. It wasn't priced properly, and it's got under 6,000 miles. I think you're missing the point. If an actual dealership was going to sell it to me for $9,000, why would I pay a stranger more than that? It's obviously only worth $9,000. I'm calling BS. I've already received a few offers much higher than $9,000. I have no reason to sell it that cheap. I guess we'll see. What are we going to see exactly? Lost me there. You're not selling it for $14,000 when a dealership will only sell it for $9,000. That's ridiculous. Well, like I said, I have a few offers already for much higher than $9,000, so I really can't think of any reason why I wouldn't want to go with the highest bidder. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we will. I sold the bike next week for $13,000. She threatened to hurt herself for an internet password. This dispute took place last week. Here's some backstory. So I moved into an apartment building on my own for the first time ever in November and got my internet installed a couple weeks into December. That same month, a friend at that time moved into my apartment building as well. Excited about my new internet and being able to pay my own bills like an adult and being kind and generous, I let my friend use the internet because she was in rough shape and I wanted to give her a hand at least for a short while until she's able to afford her own network. Only on one condition, that she does not give out my Wi-Fi password. Months go by, about 4 months. I don't talk to her as much, we drift apart, assuming that maybe she got her own Wi-Fi by now. One evening last week, I was wanting to play some video games but couldn't quite connect to the gaming server. Decided to reboot my modem and looked online for instructions on how to do so. I just so happened to log on to my Network Hub server and I see a tab that looks over all my internet usage. I look on and see numerous names of numerous devices, many names that were associated with the friend who I let use my internet all this time. Really, man? I message her and tell her not to give my internet password out. She says she didn't. I tell her what I saw. No response. I change my network name and my password to ensure that no one else except for myself and my devices are using the network. The next day she responds and apologizes. I tell her I forgive her. Later that day, she asks if I can unblock her from my internet network. I tell her I changed my network name and password. She still asks if she can use it to call her mother in England via Skype. I ask if she has any alternatives to contact her. Nope. Still kind of irritated and reluctant in letting her use my internet, I tell her I'll think on it. She tells me she uses internet to listen to music, as it's the only way she can stop the voices. Holy crap. I tell her she should get her own internet, and that an internet company offers a program that lets users pay only $10 per month for unlimited internet, and on staff in the building may be able to assist her and give her more info on the program. I then tell her I've been letting her use my internet for months now, paying $100 a month without asking her to contribute to the bill, let alone now knowing she's been allowing her friends to use my network behind my back. She can probably see why I don't want her on my network. She responds back, I will quote this message she sent to me, "Well, I'm just saying, I haven't cut in almost a month, and tonight might just be the night I relapse. Good night, Rylan." Imagine threatening self-harm just so you can get an internet password. Jeez. Alright everybody, 4 different stories from 4 very different people. Let's hear in the comments below which one you liked the most. This is Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon saying thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.